What's going on, crew? Welcome back to the show. I've got a question that's been on my mind. Have you ever wondered what happens to NYPD police officers when they face unexpected challenges in the city that never sleeps? Well, in today's segment, we're going to be taking a close look at an incident that took place in Times Square that's got everybody buzzing. But before we get into the news, crew, you already know what to do. But for all you new viewers, I'm going to ask if you could be ever so kind as to drop a token in the tip cup by smashing that like button. Your support fuels the journey. Now, let's get into the news. Have you guys seen this? NYPD officers attacked by illegal migrants in Times Square, lawmaker says. New York City T&D officers with the New York City Police Department, NYPD, were assaulted by a group of individuals Saturday, a department spokesperson told the National Desk T&D. The altercation occurred around 8:30 p.m. when police attempted to break up an unruly crowd near Times Square. Video obtained by T&D shows two officers doing on a suspect and driving him to the ground. I can't talk. A crowd of other individuals then appeared to form around him, kicking and punching at the officers to help the suspect escape. The suspect on the ground later appears to escape from the cops and run away. The officers involved each came away from the altercation with minor injuries and were treated at the scene, according to a spokesperson. Reports circulating online claim that individuals were migrants who were released from police custody without bail. NYPD did not reply when asked to verify the information by TND. However, Rep. Nicole Malliotakis, is that how you pronounce her name? You guys let me know in the comments, has supported the claims and says the incident is indicative of the city's worsening migrant crisis. You know what, guys, I got footage, so let's just go ahead and roll it.
This video shows a group of men assaulting officers in Times Square. The incident taking place Saturday around 8:30 in the evening. According to police, officers tried to break up a disorderly group on West 42nd Street. When police tried to take the person dressed in yellow into custody, that's when things took a turn and the group began attacking the officers. Several people repeatedly punched and kicked the officers in the head and
It's
body.
horrible.
Police initially arrested 4 people and then a fifth person on Monday. They face charges including assault on a police officer, gang assault, and disorderly conduct. According to the New York Post, those who were arrested and charged are migrants who were
Oh,
then
man.
released without bail.
See, this is a direct result of the border not being closed, right? We had good policy when Trump was in office with the Remain in Mexico. I don't know why Biden decided to, as soon as he got into office, to do some executive order, excuse me, not executive order, make the decision to go ahead and disband or release that policy that President Trump had in place. I think they just did it because he didn't like Trump. I don't think they thought that there were going to be any specific ramifications from this. But now you see that these illegal immigrants are all over the country in major cities, running amok, causing problems, making a headache for the local citizens that live there. But hey, I guess this is what you get when you want to have or classify yourself as a sanctuary city.
Bail. A quick search shows that at least one of the individuals who was arrested lives at a homeless shelter in Brooklyn and another at a migrant shelter in College Point, Queens. In a statement, the Police Benevolent Association writing, attacks on police officers are becoming an epidemic.
Mm.
And the reason is the revolving door we're seeing in cases like this one. It is impossible for police officers to deal effectively with crime and disorder if the justice system can't or won't protect us while we do that work.
All right, crew, we just got finished taking a look at that. None of this would be happening, like I said in the video, if the border had been shut down or kept closed. If they would have kept that Remain in Mexico policy that Trump had when he was in office. I really don't have any definitive answer for you as far as why the Biden administration chose not to keep that policy in effect. But anyway, let's get to some of these comments. One commenter says, this is only going to get worse if the border doesn't get properly secured. If the federal government can't or won't do it, then it is the state's constitutional right to address the problem. And we, the people, have most definitely had enough of this. I certainly agree. This is what you see what's happening down in Texas right now, where Governor Abbott deciding to say, you know what, enough is enough. We're going to go ahead and start putting up barbed wire and containers to create some type of barrier so that illegal immigrants can stop coming over across the Texas border. Another commenter says, you break the law and they let you out of jail. That jail time is for a citizen without bail. They are a menace to society. This applies to anyone who commits a crime. Why are they allowing them to stay here? I don't know. Actually, if you have an answer for that, I'd like you to put it in the comment section. I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. I don't know why they're letting them stay. I couldn't tell you. There's got to be some grand scheme. I know there's some type of plot. I just can't pinpoint what it is. I have no answers for you. Another commenter says, if they are brazen enough to do this to law enforcement, can you imagine what they would do to us citizens? Unless this law changes and the borders are closed, New York will become more dangerous than it was in the 70s and 80s. It's heading that way now. Can we get some real leadership in this country? Don't worry, sis. Help is on the way. Trump 2024. The commenter says, if it was a legal citizen, they would still be in jail. Okay, crew, that's enough comments for today. I actually want to wrap this up with a question. How does news like this actually make you feel? And what do you think could be done to actually make a change in these sanctuary cities? Leave your comments below. I am truly interested in hearing what it is that you have to say. I want to hear your thoughts, so make sure you write them down below. Until I see you on my next couple of videos, I'll catch you in the comments. I'm gone.